I'm getting in the mood.
All right. Of Sprite. Like a Sprite, Coca-Cola. All right.
Welcome to Off Script, the most authentic podcast in the whole world. You're here today with Anon, aka Mr. Anonymous.
And the main, Rush.
Rook, but not Crook. How you lot doing?
How you lot doing, man? We're doing fine. They're doing fine. We're doing fine. You know who's not doing fine?
Rush.
No, Liverpool fans. And Rush being one of them.
The main man, Rush.
The main man, Rush. You know what? There are a couple of students, man. You know? There's a kid called Bangash. He's hiding from me. Every time I see me in the playground, he's hiding, man. I'm looking for him. I said, where's Bangash, man? Because he's a diehard Liverpool fan, yeah? When they were winning, he was there in my face. Now I see him, his head is down, you know? He's walking upset. You know, there's another guy called Rush, you know? Every time I would see him, his head would be shiny, you know? He would shave his head fresh. Every time Liverpool wins, he puts that little Vaseline. Head is shiny. For the past, 2-3 weeks, I would even say a month, I see Rush down, man. I see Rush, his energy's down. He's like, we've been down for so long, you know? We no longer know what down is anymore. Something like that. He said something like that, man.
Yeah, the big news, you know, because a big club, when they lose, people start to mock and start to
Man, Liverpool hasn't been a
about,
big club in a long time, and
it's a big club. Any club that has got over 500,000 supporters, that's a big club.
Yeah, and Rush has been supporting it before Lion King was made. You know the play Lion King? Before it was made, he supported Liverpool.
That's a lie. But what's the big news? Mo Salah.
Man, you know what?
This time he never ran on the wing.
You guys are gone, man. You guys are gone. You mistreated your best player ever. You know, the most important player ever.
Club legend.
The club legend. You guys have just thrown him under the bus, man. The poor guy, man. He's been left out. This is what he gets for Liverpool, man.
Yeah, but it's the same place where he got his names to that level where he became famous, became superstar. If you talk about being thrown under the bus, he was playing for Chelsea. He was kept at the bench. So what bus is he talking about?
You know what? This is what that racist Jamie Carragher was saying, man. Right. Jamie Carragher was blaming Salah and saying this. Before Liverpool, he was a flop in Chelsea. Yeah. That's what he said.
He was.
That was no. That was many years ago and it's the beginning of his career. Yeah. You can't talk about his beginning of a career. Then he went to the Italian league and he was smashing it. Right. He was playing well.
Yeah, he was
playing well. And when he came to Liverpool, man,
he smacked, bro. Consistency. 8 years. 8 years he's been consistent.
Make it 10.
Carlos, but I'm talking about consistently.
Right.
For the past 8 years, consistent.
Yeah.
To be consistent in Premier League, bruh, he's a legend for your team.
And you know what's crazy? Imagine he's done so much. The goals that he scored. And guess what? When he loses, he was a Chelsea flop. What about when he was winning, when Liverpool was at the top?
No.
Wait. When Liverpool was at the top, they were celebrating him. Mo Salah. The minute they start losing, they find a scapegoat. And you know what's ironic? The only Muslim, obviously not the best of the Muslims, I don't condone his behavior off the pitch, his Christmas tree celebrations and whatever. But the minute the club goes down, who do they blame? The Muslim. And the African.
Yeah, before this.
No, I don't think there's a point to play race card or religious card here or where he comes from. The most important thing is what does he want to achieve? He claimed to be frustrated. People those who are seeing him as he has a right to throw his toys out of frame. Mm-hmm. They feel like he's right to go and express himself, how angry he is to be kept at the bench.
Yeah, but he didn't. That's what I'm trying to say. He didn't blame anyone. He didn't blame the club. Nobody didn't blame the fans.
Nobody questioned his loyalty to the club. Nobody questions commitment. Nobody questioned about what he has achieved over the last 9-8 years. What people questioned the timing of this drama queen, of this crying baby going to the media and start to talk about
The media started with him.
Everything is about.
He didn't go to the media first.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the media first. They talked about him first.
Yeah, but if the media comes to you, what do they want? They want to create context.
Of course. Yeah, but the exact same thing happened with the club. The club was kept on pushing him down. They didn't stand up for him. They didn't defend him against the media.
protect him.
They didn't protect
And
him.
this is
He's a club legend.
Is it the first time he's been kept at the bench?
No, but this is the first time he's gone to the media and complained.
No. I'm saying, is it the first time he get frustrated? Is it the first time he's been kept at the bench?
No, but he's not. But it's normal.
Was there no
media?
media? Was there no media all this time until this time when he was kept?
Yeah,
at the
but
bench?
Liverpool hasn't been losing like they are now. You know, Honest Slot is really taking the team to the mud, bro.
He has been kept. No, everything that he said is about himself. He's an egocentric.
Nah, see what I mean.
No,
Liverpool.
Players that make a difference. Players that make a difference.
This is what Liverpool fans are like. You know, when the times are good, they celebrate their players. When times are bad, they need a scapegoat. Can I say something? Why is it a double standard?
Yes.
Wait. Why is there a double standard? When a coach goes to the media and criticizes the player, it's normal because it's a coach. But when a player comes and he voices an opinion, all of a sudden this is wrong. Why is there a double standard?
The answer to that is simple. When the club is not doing well, they sack the coach. When the club is not doing well, they don't sack all the players and say,
no, but if a player is not performing, he gets transferred out.
Exactly. His minutes he gets benched.
Yeah.
It starts with him getting benched. Salah's minutes started dropping. He started getting benched more. You know, it's a frustration. And isn't it ironic? You know, I remember, the French team. I mentioned the French team because they have. If you look at the French team, it's all Africans. You hardly see any other than Griezmann.
Yeah.
The French team is like Senegalese, you've got all these Congolese, you've got African players.
Yeah. African ethnicity, yeah.
You know what happens when they're winning? Oh, the French team is amazing. But when they lose, the Congolese or Senegalese or these people, they stop becoming Africans. That's what Patrice Evra said. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't be in the French team, in the French national team. Why? Because when we would win, we would be French. But when we would lose, we would be Africans. But the same thing is happening with Salah.
No, but what does he want to achieve? What really does what do you want to achieve when you go to the media and you try to talk bad about the same club that has given you given a 33 years old a 2 years contract? What do you want to achieve?
But it's not about what you want to achieve. It's the lack of support from the Liverpool fans. You know,
it's about
you know what it is. If he had complained when Liverpool was at the top and he was the goal scorer, the fans would support him. But the minute club does doing bad, one complaint, they care. Oh, he's emotional. He's complaining. They just throw him under the bus.
No, you get the media, right? The media asks you questions. They try to ask you questions regarding to the club. The best thing to do is to talk good about the club.
Why?
Because you're an ambassador. You are one of those what we call leader groups of the team.
Similar thing happened to Ronaldo when he came to Man United.
Leadership group. You are the leadership group.
No, he was pushing the team. He was doing well for the team.
And who was the problem? The coach, the managers. They were the problem. Ronaldo wasn't the problem.
Even Scholes, Scholes when he came back and he looked at the club, he said, "I don't recognize no one here."
And why is it? You mentioned Scholes. Why is it most pro players agree with Salah? Most ex-pro players, they say we agree with Salah.
We can't rule that. If you say most, what do you mean by most? Thierry Henry came out. He was also a superstar. He was benched. But what did he do? Did he go in and ask BBC and BBA?
At that time, media didn't have the influence it has today. The social media doesn't have the influence it has. We cannot compare the players.
No, Thierry Henry, we talk about the last 15 years. Thierry Henry was still a player.
No. Of course, but the last 15 years, social media wasn't what it is today.
And the Arsenal fans did not throw Thierry Henry like the Liverpool fans are doing with Salah.
Social media 6 years ago wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
But
after COVID, it's a different game.
Is Salah the only player on earth that is kept at the bench? The answer is no.
But why him though? I don't understand. Your best wait, answer this question. Why is your best player benched? Your player that's the best in the whole team.
Simple.
Why is he benched?
It was simple. If you're being benched, you go to the coach, his office, you look at his face, and you ask him.
I didn't know you had a special camera on Mo Salah and you.
How do we know he hasn't done that? How do we know he hasn't done that? With the racism in FIFA and football association.
Wait. If he has done that, that is also tells us that if he has done that, the coach gave him the answer.
So you should obey the coach. So you're saying you should obey the coach at all times, even when you've done nothing wrong. And the coach, like, you know, they need a scapegoat.
The team is on the down spiral. You go there and you store most, more chaos. You bring more chaos to the team. What are you trying to do? Are you talking about? If you're talking about the team, we can understand. You talk about yourself. You're out of form,
Okay,
right?
hold on. Mo Salah.
Yes, he scored 4 goals in the entire Premier League this year.
No, hold on. Mo Salah stayed loyal to Liverpool when he was one of the most wanted players ever. Other stars have left and he stayed.
Right.
He stayed loyal for all these years.
Right.
But today, people are accusing him of not being a team player when he's been a team player all his life. In Liverpool.
No, he was also...
For the last decade, he's been a team player. He's been consistent. He's been scoring goals for you guys. But the minute the club starts doing bad, all of a sudden, all the problems are to do with Salah? How come there's no problem with the club?
When the club is not doing well, the coach has a responsibility. One of his responsibility is to find the winning team. So if you're going to be stuck with the players who are not able to defend, who are deadwood, and they don't give you the result that you want, and you still stick with them just because they're legend or what they've done 10 years ago.
But not 10 years ago, 2 years ago, last year.
You know?
Yeah, last year. That's why they gave him 400,000 a week.
Yeah,
So when you talk about what he has done to the club, what the club has done to him, put him his name up there.
But any
But
other club would have...
dragged him down. Then dragged him down. So when he needed the support, when he needed the team needed to support Mo Salah, what have they done?
Nothing.
No,
They've thrown him under the bus as a scapegoat. And Rook, you know...
Soccer is professional. Football, yeah? Football.
Yeah, we don't do
Football is not static. It's not what you have done the last 2 years.
No.
It's not what you have done
Not
10 years.
That's not true.
It's what you done, what you do today. That's why there's off form, on form. As a professional, you're not performing. Go back and look at yourself. Look in the mirror and say, what is it that I'm doing that is wrong?
No, but team legends.
Improve and come back. Be
But
like Robert.
by the way, I don't agree with this. Someone who has performed on the pitch at a high level for over 10 years or over 8 years,
Right.
he deserves a certain respect, even if he's not performing well.
And the respect is that he started every game before he was benched.
By the way, and I don't think that Mo
Isn't
Salah
that the
is playing
respect?
bad. I don't think Mo Salah is the reason Liverpool.
Exactly.
It's the whole team.
It's the whole team. It's not Mo Salah.
If it's the whole team, then why is talk about me?
Exactly.
Because
Because he's the one being benched.
No, not only him. Robertson has been benched. Joe Gomez has been benched. There's
Why are you going to bench your main goal scorer when he is not the only problem? It's a whole team problem. So the whole team should be benched then.
No, they are.
Bench the whole team then.
No,
And by the way,
it's not the whole team.
It's not even to do with the benching.
It's not the whole
By
team
way,
that's not performing.
By the way.
So you're wrong on that. There are players like Seboslai is performing at the highest level.
3-2. 3-3, sorry.
You know, Rook.
Leeds.
Rook, you know how racist football is. How racist. And how easily, especially, look, if you're a African player, that's a handicap. If you're a Muslim and you're African, that's a double handicap.
Yeah.
Now, would Steven Gerrard today, if he was still playing for Liverpool and the same thing happened with him, would he get the same treatment?
No.
Or would the media would be on his side?
By the way,
Would the club defend him?
Steve Gerrard came in to defend Salah. Steve Gerrard didn't come out.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, would Liverpool treat Steven Gerrard the same way they treated Salah? Would the English media treat Steven Gerrard the same way they did to Salah? Same with Frank Lampard. If he was in Chelsea and the same thing happened. Oh, if you're white and you're British, you get a different treatment. But if you're African, and especially if you're Muslim, even if you're a Christmas celebrating Muslim, it don't matter. They still treat you like that.
I don't take that argument serious.
You don't take that serious? Whoa. No. You remember who Ozil is for Arsenal? You remember Ozil?
Yeah. But yeah,
Mesut Ozil?
But yeah.
Oh, bro, you don't know Mesut Ozil?
Magician.
Yeah.
The guy, when he used to play for Real Madrid, the guy who made Ronaldo in Real Madrid, the balls that were coming to Ronaldo, tap-ins, boom. One of the best footballers to ever play for me. Now, that guy, when he talked about the Uyghur situation in China, Arsenal dropped him. They didn't support him because it was all about money and reputation. It wasn't supporting their players. Although he didn't say anything, they said, we're not political.
Yeah.
We don't get involved in politics. Really?
Yeah.
Is the question is really?
I think we are moving away from
We're not.
the
I'm
main
saying
topic
certain, because Ozil, why? Turkish, German. Germany treated him the same way. They said, no, he's a Turk. He's not German.
Yeah.
Although he gave everything to Germany. When Germany was winning, that's what Mesut Ozil said. He said, when we win, I'm German. When we lose, I'm not German. And the same thing, the club dropped him. They didn't support their players. Why? They don't treat their foreign players good, especially if they're Muslim.
So Liverpool is a club, big club. It's not
That
doing
you're
well.
a blind follower of.
It's not doing
and
well.
a blind supporter
It's
of.
not doing well. Now, instead of discussion to be, what is it that is happening to Liverpool? What is it affecting them? What is the problem with Liverpool? We're talking about the one man who came and say, I have been doing a lot for this club. I've been
benched.
And I've been benched. What's wrong with that? There's a right way to.
That's what I'm saying.
To carry yourself.
What's wrong with that? If the media is talking about Salah being benched,
Yeah.
and then he comes to respond,
Thierry Henry was benched. Cristiano Ronaldo was benched.
The social
different
media pressure is not the
timings,
same.
different situations.
Yes.
You
And
have to-
Samuel Eto'o was benched, right? Ibrahim, what's the name? Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic was benched, right? But they all went to the right channel, except Ronaldo. In the list of things that I've said, they all went to the right channel.
No, they
So
didn't,
was
by the way.
Ronaldo wrong?
Ronaldo was wrong. He went his way out. He went to expose things that he shouldn't.
Why
As a
not? Why
professional.
not expose
Why
the
not?
truth?
Exactly.
Why not expose the truth?
Yes, the truth, but there's a right place
No, there's
for
not.
you to expose your truth.
No, so
You know-
okay, so please tell us what is the right.
The right
to-
way,
to
the right
expose.
way, you go to the manager and you say, "Listen, why?"
No,
keep
but
it
that's
the
not
manager?"
But the
exposing the truth
problem is
because
with the
if the problem
manager.
is the manager,
Okay,
where do you
the
expose
problem.
it?
If the problem is the manager, then you want out. You go to your
No. What if you want change?
Give me the
instead
mic,
of
give me
out?
the mic,
No,
give me the
but
mic.
I'm just correcting
Yeah.
my question.
Yeah.
What if you want a change, not an out? Someone that has played for Liverpool for over a certain amount of years. He's a club legend. What if he doesn't want to leave? What if he wants to change?
Yeah, but there's
In
a
the club.
But there's a boss. You can be the biggest player, but there's a boss in the club.
But the fact that he's doing what he's doing is because that's probably the last
If you
option.
undermine the boss, then what?
Maybe he's
what-
done everything
Are
he
you
could.
telling me the boss is always right?
The boss is not always right.
Okay, so
But-
how should we change that?
But you take the stuff and you say there's somebody. You create more chaos in the club that is not doing well. You say there's somebody want to put me under the bus. There's somebody want me out.
No,
You know what
because the players are coming out. Liverpool, other Liverpool
me-
legends are coming and supporting
support
Salah.
Salah.
Yeah,
If
so
we-
what does that
if
say?
If we go back to history, which is just a few years ago,
Yes.
Salah was one of the selfish player, and he never wanted to pass the ball to other. We know at the time when they called.
You're
the
talking about
front-
Mane.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking
The
about
front
Mane.
three, yes.
Mane.
You know the front three.
I know the front.
The human being that used to supply balls there, he was Firmino. Even the recent interview of Mane, he mentioned that.
Yeah, that's
Right, Firmino was a guy who he hasn't seen such a human being like Firmino. Firmino used to, whenever he get the ball, if he doesn't have a chance to score, he used to pass to them. When Salah get the ball, what does he do? He want to try to score because he is more ambitious to reach the stats of
you know what?
Alan
Yeah,
Shearer
but
and
Rock.
What's your problem with
so,
that?
He's turned the whole podcast into a Liverpool show.
No, he's egocentric now. He's coming out. The problem now is there are more superstars added to the
You know
to the
what?
clubs.
I'm not entertaining this conversation no more. You know why? He's a diehard Liverpool fan. You know what? We leave it to the audience to say, guys, if you support Mo Salah and you think Mo Salah's right, can we write Salah in the chat?
Right.
And if you think Liverpool is right and Arne Slot is right, you can say Liverpool bracket Rush in the comments.
Yeah, and
You
just
know?
remember, no player is bigger than the club.
Yeah, man. Don't let the Liverpool fan fool you, man.
Secondly, football is a team game. It's not the individuals. And if you can't support us when we lose, don't support us when we draw, and don't support us when we win.
Yeah, and
This
if a legend is not
that's
doing
a
well,
Bill Shank
pick him
thing.
out and throw him
know-
under the
you know
bus.
what?
Shank say that.
He sounds like, if you're driving your car in the morning, if you're driving your car in the morning and you turn on Liverpool FM or Liverpool radio channel, Rashid, guys, make sure the team is bigger than everyone with his voice. He's got that radio voice, man.
Yeah.
Guys, anyways. So the other day, I'm sitting down and I see Rook message and he says, yeah, man, you know what, in life, we got to chase our money, man. That's the next goal. We got to get our money up, man. Because, without money, like, we're nothing. When he said we're nothing, I'm like, yo, what? We're nothing? I mean, I'm still me. I'm still Anon without money. And I'm still Anon with money. It's just my lifestyle would have changed, not me. You know what I mean? So when he said we're nothing without money, I said, nah, that's not true, you know? So I wanted to bring this topic up to you guys. Like I was thinking, does money really make us happy? Or does it change who we are? Like I wanted to rush answer this question. You know what? Okay, Rook, go ahead.
Let me explain what I meant by it, okay? I meant, if we are not comfortable, okay? If the money is not there paying for a warm house, okay, or a cool house, we don't have the luxury of TVs. We don't have luxury of TVs, okay? We don't have the entertainment. We don't have a car. We don't have those facilities. Can we still be ourselves? Now imagine you don't have food on the table. Would I still be me? If I have to worry about my wife and my kids not being fed and well clothed, would I still be me? I don't think I'll be me. I don't think this Rook will be the same if I don't have those luxuries in life.
No, securities. You just mentioned security.
Yes, it's security, but those things, I also see it as a luxury, to be honest, when I compare myself with the ones that don't have these luxuries.
Yeah. I think Wu-Tang Clan once said it. Cream.
Okay, can you just talk? Why is it every question anything you say, I think? Why can't you say...
No, okay. I want your opinion. I don't care about this.
You know the hip hop group Wu-Tang Clan?
No, what the hell's that?
They once say that.
Oh, Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah.
Man.
They say cream, cash, rule everything around me.
Everything I see, everything I touch.
But it doesn't have to rule me. I think that should be our motto. That you know that cash rules, but it doesn't have to rule you. You're not defined by the materialistic.
So if it doesn't define you, why are you chasing it then?
It rules everything around you.
But so you're chasing it.
It doesn't have to rule. It doesn't have to rule you.
But if you don't have food in your stomach and you're hungry and you're cold all the time, will I always be in a good mood?
What if you have the warmth, the clothes, but you don't have good health? Or you don't have the loved ones that you need, or you don't have good companionship, or you don't have the good environment around you. You're rich, but the society you live in is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be comfortable and
or
peaceful?
would it be like Mohamed Salah?
To be honest, we do live in a world where you have, in UK, even in South Africa, where the poor and the rich are living side by side. If you had the money in South Africa, you would move into the rich areas where the security is there.
No, but I didn't mean that. I mean that. Look, let's say you are rich.
Yeah.
Living in South Africa.
Okay.
But 90% of the country is struggling.
Okay.
Now majority of the country despises you, don't like you.
Okay.
Because you're not doing anything for them.
Okay.
You're in your small gated community, walking around with your chest out. That's not real life. That's not real. You're not doing anything for the people. That's not a happy life.
No, that's if you're not doing nothing for people. Of course, that's a certain mentality. But I'm talking about.
So why would you move to an area where only rich people live? If you're doing something for the people, live amongst them. Share your wealth. Why do you need to now move into the rich area only, be surrounded by rich people only?
Security reasons. That's it. That's the only thing.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So if you have money, now you have a security problem. My kids are going to get kidnapped. Damn, my relatives are poorer than me. So more money, more problems. You've heard of that saying? More money, more problems. I'm saying, does money bring happiness? Because I'm seeing millionaires, I don't want to say on YouTube, but millionaires are dropping like flies, man. You know?
No, that's because they don't have...
But having more money is a problem. Having no money is also a problem.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So the issue here, I think, is what drives you to get money? Is it that you want to be to have more money than everybody else? Or is it that you want to have more money than people around you? Or is it just you have more money to live? Nobody's comfortable.
Do you know,
a mediocre life.
Do you know what it is? You guys said money. I want to take it away from money. I want to put money to the side for now. Mm-hmm. I believe human beings are in need of security. So that's food, shelter, and clothes and warmth or whatever.
Yeah.
There are some people that don't deal with money. They live off the land.
Yeah.
They have a farm. They're living off their animals and their farms, and they don't really deal with money like that. So they're happy.
Yeah.
So My question is, if they're happy and it's nothing to do with money, so money doesn't really bring happiness.
But not everyone can live off the
security
land.
brings happiness. Security.
No, but not everyone can live off the
I'm
land.
not saying that. I'm saying just because I'm using an example.
Okay.
I'm saying security brings happiness, not money. Security can be achieved without money. Security of food, security of shelter, security of warmth. These three things bring happiness. And especially with other factors like, you're surrounded by your loved ones.
But in this modern age, you need money to have those things.
Yeah, for sure. We live in a society where we need to have money to do transactions, without a doubt. I'm saying...
Or to build, or to have that security.
Sure. Let's say I earn enough to cover these securities.
Yes.
I should be happy.
Yes.
Because then happiness becomes a mindset. Because then once my securities are met, the rest are just things that I want. These are not things that I need. You know what I mean? But I'm saying people believe that to fill this void, they just need money. And security, remember one thing. If you don't surround yourself by your loved ones or people that have your best interests, no matter how much money you get, you're going to be depressed. It will never bring you happiness. If you have a toxic relationship at home with your partner, you could be the richest guy ever. Imagine coming home to an unstable home. How is that going to bring you happiness?
Sure. I agree with you.
There was
in this day and age, I just want to add to what you have to say, and then you can, sorry. But in this day and age, we are surrounded by social media where they sell us these dreams that you don't have the security unless you have the mills. You are not secure in living your best life if you're not in a yacht, if you're not having this holiday, if you're not doing this, you are not living well. You're not happy. So we are being brainwashed all the time that we need those things to feel secure and happy. We need money for that.
And you know what? I'm also the other team. Today I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know you are.
I'm the other team too. By the way, you do not. Now I'm going to bring it this way. Like, look, I'm going to change teams completely.
Let him. I cut him off. I feel bad. Let him say it, and then you can shut him down.
He's already looking depressed, man. You know.
Like a man, he started off in Liverpool. He's still thinking about it.
Go on. You know, he could be the richest, but if his team is losing, he's depressed. You know.
Man, if we talk about Mohamed Salah, what's his salary? I know you.
400,000 a week,
bruh.
And he's depressed.
And he's still not happy. Now imagine that. He has all that money.
And he's not happy.
I'll stay in the bench forever.
Yeah. So Rush, what do you think? What do you think of all of this stuff?
There was a story that I read. I don't know how true that story is, of a woman somewhere in Greece. Mm-hmm. And she was overweight, but she was also very rich. She was wealthy.
Okay.
And she was looking for a husband that will love her for her.
Is she still looking?
No.
Oh, damn, man! You said wealthy. You didn't say rich.
She went through 4 or 5 relationships, and all men that she was involved with, they were after
her money,
and she decided to commit suicide.
Yo.
Yeah. So
man.
Yeah, because what she really found a void in her life was
love.
To find somebody who
would truly love her.
Yeah, accept her for who she is.
Yeah, man.
She was. Because she's no longer existing.
Yeah.
So
moral of the story? The
moral of the story is sometimes when we decide to use money as a means to
find happiness. First, I'm not a big fan of this word happiness.
Finishing off his sentences?
Because I'm so into it. I'm thinking.
Yeah, his thinking is, this guy is...
Man, this guy's into the conversation.
He couldn't find parking when he would think.
Yeah. See, I could have all the money. Yeah. I could have the best car in the whole world. If I can't find parking, I'm not happy,
Yeah.
Go.
I think sometimes we mix the word being happy and being upset as the opposite of being upset. So when we talk about happiness, is it something that roll over your life for the week, a month?
No. Happiness is not 24/7.
Right.
Happiness is not 20. That's not the point. The point is, can money bring happiness? Not 24/7. Can it just make you? For example, there are things that make you unhappy. For example, I'll tell you, if you don't have food, or you have bills to pay, or you see there's a medical condition, you need money now. Yeah. Or your family member needs there's a situation, they need problem. Yeah. These days, all our problems are to do with money. Yeah. Technically speaking, yeah. Every now and then when I get a phone call and somebody says, yo, I have a problem, 99% of the times I know it's gonna be money related. It's not like, hey, I have a problem, you know.
Or it can be resolved with money.
Yeah, my wife said, yo, I have a big problem. What happened? The car AC broke down and I need 2,000 reals. Okay, hey.
Is this the reason why you don't pick my calls?
No, I pick up all your I pick up all your calls, you know. Don't worry. So I'm saying like 99% of the problems today are to do with money. I'm saying now I'm changing sides now. I'm saying if we put money to this equation, 99% of the problems will go away. So in return, you would be happy because the reason you're sad is because of the money problems. You know, the minute something happens, like, you know, the bill comes, you're like, but I don't have that money. You know, you feel that sadness in you. Like, why don't I have the money to cover these bills? Yeah. I'm saying if money was to happen, it will cover these problems. But once these problems are covered, now I'm switching sides.
No. That's exactly what you're going to say.
What about the 1% problems that cannot be solved by money? Help. Relationships. You can't buy relationships. No matter what you do. You know, some people say, once I get money, I'm going to get all the girls. I'm going to get all the women. Are you going to get, like the fat woman who died in Greece, are you going to really get a woman who's going to love you, or is she going to love your money? Mm-hmm. Is she going to be faithful to you or faithful to your wealth?
And a lot of people who do chase the money, they break down so many bridges because they're so focused on chasing the money.
Yeah, that's true. They burn bridges.
They burn bridges and they say, I'll make up for it once I have the money. They don't spend time with their parents. They don't spend time with their partners, their friends. They're like, no, I'm chasing the bread. But once the bread is there, the friends that needed you, he's not there anymore.
Yeah, man.
The parents that are now very old, they needed a son 5 years ago. Where were you then?
Yeah. You know, I believe money will solve most of your problems. It will take away most of the sadness and the void, but it will not take away the most important void, which is loneliness. You know, many people, rich people, you see them, they're lonely. Yeah. Because the people that have reached to their level are all the people that have stepped over others, or they have abandoned all the people around them.
Yeah.
So you see these rich people, they're always lonely. All the people around them, what are they? All the people around them, they're just there for the money. You know, all their friends, they're yes men. They're just there for the money. They're not true friends. So all you see these rich people, once they get that money, the most important thing, which is companionship in life as a spouse or a wife or a partner, and kids. Friends, they don't have that.
And Anon, another thing is that what they might have started their journey saying, yeah, I'm going to change my parents' life. I'm going to help out my friends. I'm going to help my community. But once they start that journey of making money, down the line, their personality and their character change. Now they're addicted to their work. They can't, once they've made their mills, they won't automatically stop working. Okay, now I've decided this much money is enough. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to help those friends of mine.
For sure.
Because now you're addicted to working 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week. Yeah. You can't go from 60 to 0 like this.
You mentioned something there that when you are so rich and lonely, and the people that surround you are all the yes people.
Yes men, yeah.
The yes men people.
Yeah.
But what if they are also regarding themselves as a friend to that guy who owns wealthy and...
Yeah, but they're yes men probably...
Man. That's rare.
I think they might be yes men just to get that money.
Yeah. But that's very rare to find true friends as a rich person.
But how do we...
No, we can't define it. I'm saying majority. I didn't say all. Yeah. Majority of the friends, when you're rich, are there just because they want to use you.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. You know?
But that's the whole idea of friendship. People don't become friends for nothing. They become friends because there's a supportive nature of survival.
You know what?
So the reason why...
But this is called fake friendship. Because a real friendship is not about what can I gain from it. A real friend actually loses in the friendship. He loses his time, his mental health, his resources and his money. That's a true friend. Because in a friendship, if you're there as a symbiotic relationship, you're saying, and I know two animals, you know, they mutually benefit each other. That's not a friendship. Because the minute that benefit disappears, what's going to happen to the friendship? The friendship's going to collapse.
Well, we don't know when it's going to collapse. I'm talking about...
But that's what happened. I'm saying this is what's happening.
At that moment where the rich guy still have his companions around him. And we rule out and say, these are fake friends. Right? But the whole idea of friendship...
You're saying it's mutual benefit.
The whole idea, whether it's fake or true, the whole idea of friendship is helping.
Now we know. Hey guys, one thing, stay away from Rush. Don't be his friend. He's just there to benefit from you, you know. If for Rush, the science teacher, symbiotic relationship. That's what it is.
If someone doesn't aid anything on your survival, that guy is no longer going to.
Now let me test it. Let me tell you.
I'll say something. But go on.
Sure. I'll finish it quickly.
Go on.
Yeah.
The test is very easy, guys. Easy, simple test.
Go on.
If you want to know if you have true friends or not, be broke. Be broke.
Right.
See if those friends are still there with you. If they're not there for you, you know the friendship was based on your wealth. It wasn't based on you. Be broke.
Yeah, but
I want to know who's broke. Okay, I'll tell you. You could be the richest man ever. Call one of your friends.
Yeah.
Say, hey man, I need this much money tomorrow. My grandmother passed away. You know his grandmother passed away 20 years ago. Some other I'm covering the funeral cost. Oh, sorry, my car broke down. I can't. You will see. Call your friends. Try it.
Yeah, but the point I'm making
No.
is,
Answer this point.
you said when you're broke, you will see the true friends.
Yes.
But if you're not broke, you're not going to see those true friends.
No, I'm saying be in a situation right now. You're not broke.
No.
Pretend to be broke and see how many people stay by you. Go.
Oh, you have to test them.
Test them, of course. That's what true friendship is.
Right.
Rook, you wanted to say
No,
something.
I just wanted to add to your initial point. Well, you know when he said that he wants you rich and the people around you, he wasn't talking about his companions around him. He was talking about his business partners. He was talking about the club mates that he goes to. Those people are not your companions. Those are not your friends. Those are maybe your acquaintances at work. That's who he was talking about, not actual companions that are having like friendly talk and stuff. I just wanted to clarify because he thought those people are now his friends. They're not.
But there is a perception that when you are successful, and the people around you are all fake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
To say that, how do we know they're fake?
Rush, you know me and you go back and forth so much, and we don't put Rook under the spot. Rook, I have a question for you.
Hit me.
Rook,
Yo.
if we've established slightly that money doesn't bring happiness.
Yeah.
So why does being brokenness bring sadness?
Because I can't do anything for my parents. I see my father, elderly man, going out to work. I see my mother not in her own house. If I had that money, I could provide them with a better life. And when they call me, they tell me, son, thank you so much for doing for us. That satisfaction I'll get will make me the richest man in the world.
So money does bring happiness.
For me, I think money will make my life amazing. I think it will perfect it. Not by giving myself other facilities, by improving the people around me, their lifestyle.
Very good answer. But how about this? How comes every person who has money said the same thing you said?
100%.
Once I get money, all my problems will be gone.
Yes.
And then the problems come.
Yes, that's 100%. Because people who will make money, they see a different world. And in that world, that phone don't cost 5,000 riyals anymore or 1,000 pound anymore. Then they want even a better phone that's going to cost them 20,000. So the materialistic mentality, once you have the money, it improves. I don't want that H&M or M&S shirt anymore, trousers anymore. I want Versace and Gucci and these things.
But why do you think money won't change you? If it's changed so many people, what makes you think it's not going to change you and it's going to solve your problems?
This is what I think. The companions that I have around me, I'm hoping that they will remind me that one day this is what you spoke of, and now look what you're doing. You're going against your word.
But everybody knows money can change you because we see people changing.
Of course, that's why.
But what if you stop listening to your friends now that you're richer than them? Because that's what happens. You know, rich people, they don't listen to broke people.
Of course.
They say, his opinions, he's telling me what to do in life. He hasn't even got this car. That's what people say. So what makes you think you are going to now listen to your friends who are broke and you are rich and then take their advice?
No, but I can't talk for every Tom, Dick and Harry. I'm talking about myself. I believe I wouldn't be. Now, there is a chance I might not be like that. I might be tested. But I think the companions I have made throughout my life won't make that, won't allow me for that to happen. For example, religiously, if I ever make a mistake, I know my friends won't, they'll call out me. Rush will say, hey, man, that's not right. So if I've listened to them in terms of religion, Rook, why are you doing that? That's haram. Don't do that. You're working with a bank, riba. If they've stopped me this whole time not committing sin, now, once I have the money, I'm hoping that they would remind me, yo, Rook, this is what you spoke of, and now this is what you're doing now. Now, again, this is hypothetical. Of course, one day I might turn around and say, I'm not going to do it. But this is what I'm being hopeful for.
But money has already changed us and you. For example,
Go on.
if you see somebody eating with their hands,
Yes.
and you're in a fancy restaurant and you with a spoon, you're looking down on them.
Yeah, but I've done that since I was a kid.
Yeah,
It's not
but
like one
that's
day I wasn't doing that,
But that's
and now I'm doing that.
Okay, no problem. If you see certain people, dressed a certain way, you'll say, man, why is he dressed like that? In a masjid, why is he coming with like this? Why doesn't he wear the crispy, clean, ironed clothes? Maybe he doesn't have those clothes. So already money is changing our thinking. Before, if we used to cross the highway to get me a new boat because we didn't have a car.
Yeah.
The highway in Satin? We used to cross it.
Yeah.
Now, when Rock sees someone drive, he said, hey man, look at these crazy ignorant person. Because the guy don't have a car, so he's crossing the highway. Rock is in his car, driving, and he sees a guy just crossing the road. So money has already changed us. If we see certain behaviors, we look down on it because we're not doing that. We're not in that situation. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? If you see someone sitting on the floor, you're going to say, why is he saying that?
That's why we need constant reminders.
But that's what I'm saying. Reminders come from those. Okay. You will take a reminder from someone who's above you, not below you. In terms of situation. I'm not talking about status situation. For example, when somebody reminds you, he's in a place of authority over you. Whether that's friendship, because you value his opinion.
No, you can value, like I have students who are below me, like in terms of status. But once they've given me a valid point, I'm like, that's so interesting. And I'll give him credit for it.
But that's 1 out of the 10 times. 9 out of 10 times. When a student corrects you, you tell him, hey, be quiet. Don't. Who you correct? I'm older than you. Or I'm your teacher. Why are you correcting?
Yeah.
So the same way, money does that to people.
Of course, it's done to a lot of people.
Everybody who's become arrogant now, they said, when I get money, I'm going to be different. And then money comes and then they change as a person. They become ignorant. When they used to call their relatives, they no longer call their relatives. Why? Oh, they're just going to ask me for money.
Are you guys talk like as if you have a lot of money? Or are you talking about referring
He's just playing devil's advocate,
Listen. You know what it is,
He just
because
wants to
my understanding is that you have taken yourself out of this.
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
You talk like as if you
when Offscript makes it, who said we're gonna be broke? When Offscript when we hit that 1 million subscribers, I'm gonna be, we made it, man.
Yeah, because the kind of example you're giving us here is like crossing the road we never crossed before. And we undermined. So did you make up? You made it in life, or are you still searching for?
No, we made it in life now. Now that we have a car, you know what, bro?
Shall I tell you how we made it? Shall I tell you how we made it?
Yeah.
The video quality 4K. If it was 480p, we would know we haven't made it. And we're in a studio. There's lighting. The cameras are 30,000 riyals.
Cameraman, is the light meant to be red or green? Okay, it's fine.
So now look. So the moment Rush. Let's just do a quick one. Would money buy you happiness? Yes or no? Just a quick. Don't give me philosophical, Socrates threw a stone in the I don't want to hear that.
This is my answer.
Yes or no?
So the question is just a yes or no.
Yes or no? Would money bring happiness? Yes or no?
Yes and no.
Damn, man. I told you Socrates. They say philosophy killed the donkey.
Right.
The donkey was hungry and thirsty at the same time, and they couldn't decide what to do first. Then they died of starvation and thirst. I asked you.
110%. Money will make me extremely happy.
Money will give me more problems.
So it won't make you happy.
I'm happy before.
Damn, man.
You know what? You asked me a question.
No, if you didn't have food in your stomach, would money make you happy?
If I'm hungry.
Yeah, extremely hungry. And your house, that flood that happened yesterday, yeah?
Right.
Your house has been flooded.
Right.
Yeah, and you don't have a penny to your name.
That's what I said.
If someone gives you 20,000 riyals, would that make you happy
That's what I said. That's why I asked this question earlier. Is happiness the opposite of being upset? And the man in black mask, he told me, no. Being happy is to be content.
Content. To have security.
To your own life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not look at other people how much.
And give security to others.
Right. But when you talk about if the floods made you unhappy, would you be unhappy or unhappy? Are we talking about contentment here? Are we talking about being upset? We talk about
happy.
Yeah, happy, but happy. In for how long?
I don't want a specific situation.
That's too much wisdom for me. That's too much wisdom. As a 30-year-old, you ask me, would money make you happy? 110%. Now, when you give me specific
because
situations.
I haven't seen people who are happy. I've seen people who showing me that they're happy. Does that make sense?
I got you. You don't know if there's true happiness or they're just showing it to you.
I know people who are showing others that they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
But whether they're happy or not, this is not for me to judge.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I know one thing, yeah. So now you put me under the spot for 10 minutes, I'm sweating it, yeah.
Yeah, give him one.
Yeah.
Give him one.
Now, would money make you happy?
Now, this question.
Oh, for flip's sake. Now he's gonna go into philosophy.
No, I'm not. Would money make me happy?
Listen. Okay, let's listen. Okay, now we're gonna critique him. Yeah, watch this.
Maybe not.
No, yes or no? Yes or no?
Maybe no. Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit. Like I said, money would solve most of my problems, but the most important problems in life, it wouldn't solve.
I'm not talking about perfect life, yeah? You know, money might
I'm not
give
talking
you a
about
perfect life.
Yeah.
Would it make you happy?
Okay, if I have all the money and my wife dies, would I be happy? No.
I'm not talking about those specific.
If I have all the money and my child is born with a disability.
Don't give us your wife's death and all of that. You haven't been for Hajj. If you get money, will that make you happy?
No, because I'll tell you something. If Hajj was to happen for me, whether I have money or not, Allah would make it happen for me. Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like Allah has a plan for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether I have money or not, I could have money and not make Hajj. Now I'm double faulted. You know what I'm saying?
What about giving charity?
Again, I can say salam alaikum. I can tell someone, hey, you look good. That's charity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't allow charity just for money. A smile is charity on your brother's face.
You know what it is? I could have given those.
I don't need money. I don't need money to give charity.
Okay, yes or no? Will money make you happy? Yes or no? We don't want to philosophical.
By the way, I'm not talking about if someone. By the way, if someone gives you money, no one's taking anything away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This the way you are right now. You wake up tomorrow, you find 3 million in your bank. I wish I was asked this question.
That's a lot.
Now you have 3 million in your bank. Tomorrow you wake up.
Yeah.
Would you be happy
No.
or upset?
If I don't know what to do with my money, I won't be happy.
True salary in your
True
account.
happiness comes with having a direction, a sense of guidance. And religion is that guidance for me. If you don't have religion...
I'm not saying tomorrow.
I'll explain.
It's a yes or no
Money
question.
does not bring happiness.
Okay.
What you do with the money brings happiness.
Okay.
Listen carefully. Again, this answer you have to...
It's a yes or no question, just like the way it was.
You know, the frequency I'm speaking,
me.
you need to tune your ears to the frequency because your brain will not understand what I'm saying. I'll tell you.
The hurts.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it.
Okay.
Money does not bring happiness. It's what you do with the money that brings happiness. You could have $1 million in your account, and if you don't know what to do with it, it will bring you sadness, depression, anxiety, all of that, loneliness. Now, if I have money and what I do with the money, that's what brings me happiness. So giving charity brings happiness. And wait, giving charity, helping the poor brings happiness, not money itself. What I do with the money brings happiness. So if I have money and I help the poor, that'll bring me happiness. If I have money and I don't help the poor, it won't bring me happiness. If I have friends that are struggling and I have money and I give it to them to help them, that'll bring me happiness.
Clap.
No.
Clap. Bro, clap.
Yo, I got haters.
Can you
I got
clap?
haters.
It
Look,
was.
I
It
actually
I
was.
got
have a good
haters.
answer.
Guys, audience, please clap
It was
for me.
been
Thank
for
you.
yes or no. It was been for yes or
Honestly,
no.
if I
We
thought
didn't
I
want-
That was a
we
good
didn't-
answer. That's a good answer.
We didn't want the contest.
By the way, this is actual clapping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This guy's a hater.
It's what that it's been answered. You know, all these guys on the internet talking about does happiness bring money or not?
By the way,
it's what you do with the money that brings happiness, not the money.
As I mentioned, if you have the money, you can help others. But obviously, I didn't explain it the way you did, Mr. 5-star. ChatGPT answer.
Nah, man.
I just meant in general, if I had the money, I would be using it for those things. You know what it is? You took my answer, yeah?
No, the line of
He
questions.
input it, like, you know, he has his ChatGPT open.
The chip is here, Elon Musk.
Listen. He opened ChatGPT when
No,
I was
the line-
answering. He said, what is it? What do the kids write when they write in essays? Make it better. Organize it.
Organize the thought better.
No.
And then he copied
The
it.
line of question that was put to us, it was a no
Yes or no?
And when it came to you, you made sure that yes and no doesn't apply.
Oh, bro, sometimes you gotta take the shine, you know? Sometimes the spotlight is only one spotlight, you know? You can't have it on three. You know, if the spotlight's on your head, it's gonna reflect towards me a little bit.
Right.
But if it's on Rook, it's not gonna reflect to me. So I gotta make sure the spotlight's on her.
That's why he's wearing green, bro. Look,
You know
they're
what I mean,
wearing
man?
dull colors. This guy's wearing great.
So it's been answered. Khalas, Rush said money brings him happiness because he's gonna buy a farm. He's gonna have
that's
ostrich.
not what he
He's
said.
gonna have ostrich. You know, he's gonna charge people to ride the ostrich in his farm. That's what he's gonna do, man.
The more money you get, the new problems you get.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Not the old problems. So money bring problems. Money also
Solve problems.
solve problems. The old problems, you know.
So this is
I accept the problem.
Yo,
give me
Rock.
the money.
Philosophy. Money brings problems. Money solves problems.
Bro, I'm stuck with
If
two
you add it
philosophers. I'm
together,
stuck with
it's
two philosophers.
cancelled.
I gave
Yeah,
the
it
most
cancelled
basic
out.
answer. Give me fulus. And a happy.
You know, Rook goes to the Kaaba, in front of the Kaaba, and you go, Fulus, Yallah, Fulus,
Yeah,
Yallah,
fulus.
Fulus. Yallah, Fulus.
I mean.
And Rush goes, Yallah, hair. Yallah, hair. If you ask for money, maybe you would have had money.
No, I'm not a big fan of hair, by the way.
That's why you got some growing hair, you know.
That's why I didn't
That's
go to,
He didn't
bro,
specify.
That's why I
he
didn't spend
promised.
some
You know, he
money.
promised. He said, what is it? The moustache in November they don't trim their moustache and beard. He said until Liverpool wins, he's not gonna shave his head.
Really?
Yeah, look, bro, it's been
So
growing.
finally,
you know?
the blonde hair can grow out, man.
That's it, man. What we promised the fans is coming.
It's coming, man. Yeah, no, it's coming. Anyways, guys, Liverpool sucks. Have a good day. You know, Liverpool sucks. They threw more Salah under the bus.
more
you know?
Salah sucks.
Clip it. Don't let him.
He's a selfish. He need to come right.
Liverpool, guys, thank you very much. By the way, can we hit the like button? Can we hit the subscribe button? Can we hit that notification bell? Ding, 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 ding. And can we please comment in the comment section? Rush is the fakest Liverpool supporter in the whole world. Thank you very much, Rook.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.